push, back, pull, push, pull, push. Good? Now, what you do next is going to be ultimately how you got into this position. Hard for me to attack that back foot. Many of you will think this is going to be the best throw here. That's a very difficult throw to fall out of, hard to roll out of, hard to do a side fall, right? So I'm just going to say hold, turn, and pull. Can we do that? Sure. Pretty simple. Hold, push, hook, drop. Pretty basic, pretty easy. Get with Alex. Watch his foot. Right? I pull. Watch. I push, I step, I push, I lift. Now, watch. If I pull this foot, and then I step to here, then I try to get that foot, and when I push, it moves. It still moves. It still moves. Does that make sense? It's hard to get it. Now you can get it that way, it's just hard. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna pull him to me. See how the relationship to our feet? Then when I push this, I don't push this. If I push this way, he'll step back, right? And then I'm in a position where in order for me to advance, I'm gonna have to push this and go step with that foot. So instead, I pull him to me, then I do this, and I step, hook. So it looks like this. It's not this. You guys see that big step? All right, I do this, right? How are y'all even doing? It must be this way. Y'all doing this. Y'all are going this way, right? Then you're trying to catch it this way. I'm doing this way, now I'm working with it. Does that make sense? Yes, sir. All right. Some of you are, maybe you're a little tight in the hamstring, so it's hard for you to keep the foot up. But ultimately, if Caleb can stay standing, he'd rather stay standing in most cases. So I do this, I slide, and I go to get this foot. He probably wants to stay standing if he can. In fact, if he bends his knee and puts it across my body, he's got an opportunity to make a different throw of his own type. Okay? He can control. If he stomps his foot straight down, I lose it. He can only do that when he's close. So I give him a pull, I give him a push, I shuffle two, and I grab. He really wants to be up. All right? I can try to spin him, but if he's got good balance, he'll hop. He's holding on to me for his base. I'd really like to make that shoulder lower than that hip. See how difficult it is for him to hop when I offset his balance? Yes, sir. Now, I didn't let go of this because I want to do something with it. I can just simply put my knee right on his belly here. I can sit back, and I've got Kneebar. Okay? Let's do this series. Pull, push, I follow, I hook, I drag, I kneel, and then I tie him up. Now notice, I'm stopping this because I don't want him to swing around. The escape would be for him to move his head that way. All right? Make sense? Get back where you were. Control here. Now he can't move that way because I'm holding his leg in place. He tries to move that way, I still got him. Okay, now I'm a little high on the knee, so the more you get here, the better the knee bar is. Okay? Questions on the throw in the knee bar? Go! Let's make a few markers. When I say a marker, these are It's like driving down the road and you're trying to get to the grocery store and you know you got to pass the post office. The post office is a milestone, it's a marker, it's a place you can refer to, a reference point, okay? So I make the pull, I make the step, I lift, I drop. All right, marker number 1 for this. I still have him here, and I quickly, because he's not gonna he's got a lot of play here, he can do a lot of stuff. I quickly move to this, right? Now, marker number 1, the shin must face my chest. If the shin is facing somewhere else, he just spins around and he escapes, right? Does that make sense? All right, so if the shin is facing up, I can knee bar this all day, it doesn't do anything, right? Because the knee bends naturally that way. I want to stop the knee, which means I have to be in this kind of a position. Now, I saw a couple of you put your feet here and cross your feet this way. I don't see where that's a problem, not exactly what I was doing, but ultimately, this knee is still here, which puts this knee here so he can't turn, okay? So, shin on the chest. Now, notice I don't have his heel by my hips. Now, I'm going to try to break his leg off right here. Watch. He's not going to tap at all, right? Why isn't it working?
You're not close enough.
I'm not even on the knee. I'd have to break the shin bone to get anything to happen. Watch. Marker number 2, I should be looking at his feet. I should be looking at his toes. Too low, much better. Then, when I squeeze, I got him, right? And if I'm not strong enough, I tuck it behind my shoulder, and I do it with my back. So watch, this is the back. See all that motion I have in my back? Basically like doing a bridge. I'm going to do the arm bar. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Lots of ways to blow a knee bar. I guess there's really only 1 or 2 good ways to hit the knee bar. One, knee, deep in the groin. I gotta sit, so I'm close to his body. 2, shin is near the chest. Toes, I'm looking at his toes, right? 3, when I sit, I pin. I pin that leg, and then I make the knee bar, okay? If I can't do it, I go to here. I promise you, my back is way stronger than my arms. This doesn't take a lot of effort for me. Cool? All right. Questions? Who thinks they more or less have this? Good. Change partners. If you blow the sweep, just restart. Because them giving you the takedown isn't really helping you, okay? Make sense? Right? You blow the sweep, just start over. Not a big deal. Now, I still see people trying to do this. I don't know why you guys want to do it the hard way. All right? It's this. Cool? Now, I still have it. Looks kind of like his leg found an interesting place. My knee is holding him here. I've already got a heel hook position. Why don't I just use that? Okay? Now, if I just sit straight back, Joel just kicks this foot towards my head and sits on top of me. Watch. And I lose everything because I've been immobilized. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Remember, I had him like here, right? This is ultimately the heel hook position, right? If I hold this and I move this way, I should have him. I just need to mobilize him. Everybody see? I landed like this. Right knee's down. Right hand on the collar. The left hand was basically like this, I just switched to here. I just kicked this over. I can move forward, or if I sit back, I got in this way as well. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
The one thing I'd rather not do, because Joel's my buddy, is go this way. He's not going to be able to withstand that quickness. Slow, steady pressure. Pull out the slack, turn gently. He'll tap. Okay? Right. Okay? If it looks simple, it's because I know where to put my hands and my feet. It's not exactly simple. It is complex. Get a feel for it. Go slow. Work with your friend. Catch the heel this time. New partner. All right. Some of you might be wondering, Curtis, why do you keep changing the submission? But we didn't change the throw. Guess what the lesson was? The throw. The knee bar and the ankle locker, you get to do whatever you want if you make the throw, right? I can do a lot of things. Make sense? If I make the throw, I have options.
What is that throw called?
Ultimately, it's a drag down, but I didn't reap. I swept it into my hand. Normally we do like a reap, but it's just I just drug them to the ground. All right. If I wanted to, remember I say we can step over here, right, which gives us this, right? If I choose not to do that, I can let go here, and I can step here, which gives me a hold. Okay. Standing, right? Knee on. Strike. More self-defense looking, right? Stomp. Sit, cross side, knee bar. Okay? So the submission itself is really up to your, whatever your creativity is. Pull. Step. Shuffle. Grab. Okay? In the old days, am I killing you hip? No. In the old days, I push away here, I'd kick over, and then I'd throw them this way. Into the knee bar. It's just trickier. I'm doing something super easy. Make sense? All right, questions on this takedown. Now here's the thing. I gave you a concept of how to push and how to get to that foot. All right? Make sense? But you can do anything that you want. Push. Instead of getting to that foot, I can get to this foot. Now I can make big leaps. Cool? Who was doing that? Where's Tinley? Tinley decided to sit down. Tinley was kind of going for the other foot. I had to switch the tending for her because that's just where she was. Cool? Kick over. Now, I said that maybe I'm not such a good grappler, which would make you wonder why I was trying a foot sweep anyways. I just kick this leg, right? I just kick that knee. A lot of options once you get the foot up. Pretty cool?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Questions on any of these things?
Can you show me the kickover thing again?
Sure. Well, let's just start here.
And what would that be?
Here. Sweep. Right? into a grip, break away, kick over. Now watch. Leg is basically a leg trip. Okay?
And what would that be called?
Leg trip into knee bar, into toe hold, into reverse heel hook. For those of you that didn't know, this is one heel hook outside. This is the other heel hook inside. Okay? Caleb does not like that one apparently. Maybe I want to be nice because he's my buddy. Calf crush. Okay? All those are right there. It's just really what you want to pick up. Thank you, sir. We must fight! It ain't gonna work. It's not easy to kill someone from this position. You gotta escape the dog. A little bit. The throw counts, that's for sure. No energy. It's gotta be over. The arm has to be over here. This has to go under. Ah, turn the wrong way.